Do you already want to get your hands on Flight Simulator 2024? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then go into the details. Likely you're just as eager as me getting your hands on Flight Simulator 2024. We already saw a lot of content published by content developers which were pretty lucky and were even flown to the US to get their hands on Flight Simulator 2024. And Jörg mentioned already in one of the developer webcasts that there will be some method where you can test it, right? You as the simmer. Well, there's good news. There's now an official post on the flightsimulator.com website where they announced the alpha release, which is a technical alpha release for Flight Simulator 2024, which will take somewhere place in October. The thing is, it's limited to only the Windows PC, right? So the Windows Store platform, so no Xbox, based on my understanding, as well as no stream. And your system, of course, needs to meet the requirements. To do that, you need to run DxDiag, which is the DirectX diagnostic tool, and provide that as input. And in addition to that, you will need to sign up using this survey. The survey, you need to be signed in using your Microsoft account, and then you are asked a few questions. Out of the top of my head, there were 3 or 4 questions. Not too many, but really simple questions. And then you will go into, I would say, a large skill. And then if you're lucky, they will pick you out. And then you've got time to do the technical alpha, which will be available for a limited period, right? So about 2 to 3 days. And after that, you will no longer have access to it. So what are the things which they are wanting to validate during that technical alpha? It's the package and content streaming, right? Because we know that a lot has moved to the cloud. So say less install on your machine, but a lot comes from the cloud. The entitlement service, right? The user entitlements. It's likely related to, okay, hey, when you're a simmer and player and you want to see if the inventory is correctly loaded, and also the user authentication, as well as those careers, right? Those careers, we already had a lot of noise about that. And that is likely trying out the missions, but also making sure that the progression is correctly tracked. Then the challenge series, where you can do challenges, and they manage also the rotation of the challenges each week. I'm wondering how they will test this part, because likely you can't do that in 2 to 3 days, but hey, maybe. Then also the user storage, right? Such as the avatar, your career statistics, the world improvements, the multiplayer mode, the world map improvements, of course, right? Display other aircraft on the world map. The cognitive cache, which is the text-to-speech, which is the ATC, will be tested to make sure that it works, as well as the live air traffic and marine traffic 24 hours a day. That's also being tested, as well as the live weather, right? So a lot of web services are tested, including also downloading, processing it, and also making sure that the multiplayer mode works. So a lot of cool things which they want to test. And if you scroll further down the list, you will find the FAQ, right? The frequently asked questions. So here they describe a little bit more about, okay, hey, what kind of feedback are they looking for? When will you when will you have access, right? And will you have access, for example, to the content which you bought in Flight Simulator 2020? Well, that's not the case, so don't be surprised about that. Again, right, it will be accessible, so no technical alpha has been designed to gather feedback on specific areas, so you likely also don't have access to everything. But the good news is that they provide some more information about what's accessible, right? So the free flight, a limited amount of career, challenges, and discovery flights will be accessible during the technical alpha, as well as the marketplace, training, and other modes will be not accessible, right? So don't expect any marketplace, don't expect any training, and don't expect any other mode. So if you want to participate in testing to make sure that it works and it's ready for, I would say, the official release, and you want to help Asobo and Microsoft in, I would say, doing their latest tests, likely because these are the latest tests, then don't wait any longer and hit this button, Insider Sign Up Survey, fill in the survey, and then fingers crossed that you're asked to do the testing. Here ends this video, where we quickly went to what you can expect in the technical alpha for Flight Simulator 2024, which will be available in October timeframe. no official days, 2 to 3 days where you can test it. It's a limited version, so not all the functionality is there, but at least you can get your hands on the latest and the greatest. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to watch all my other videos about Flight Simulator 2024. And of course, keep your eyes open for more news about Flight Simulator 2024 as soon as it becomes available.